Hello everyone, welcome to my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave Free Track Ratings video. As usual, I am chronically late and doing this right before the next wave drops, but I hope you still enjoy it and get some fun out of this video. So to remind you, I have a track rating system with a few categories. So to begin with, it's a layout. So the creativity of the design of the track, any shortcuts that are potentially interesting, and obstacles such as enemies on the track. Next, I'm looking at music. Is it catchy, and does it overstay its welcome? So is it still pleasant to listen to multiple times? Fun. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Is it enjoyable to race on the track both in single player as well as online? And finally, my overall rating is just an average of all of the above categories. So let's begin. We have London Loop from Tour, starting us off in Wave 3. So I think its layout is a 7 out of 10. It's okay, it's nothing amazing, but at least it's got those chain chomps. I like how the chain chomps come out. I like how the grass also you have to cut in with 2 mushrooms, so that's pretty unique. And yeah, I just love the fog in general. That gives it a very unique aesthetic. Music is an 8 out of 10. It's kind of like a rocky kind of soundtrack. I enjoy it. I like those kind of songs. And then moving on to fun, 8 out of 10. As I said, the chain chomps make for some good obstacles. It has a decent amount of shortcuts. It has the bridges going up that also enhance the gameplay. So I think this is a pretty good one. So that's why overall I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. A solid start to the Rock Cup. Next we have Boo Lake from the GBA Super Circuit. Its layout is an 8 out of 10. It's pretty basic. It's bridge. It's a little bridge. You can drive underwater also, which is pretty cool. You see some fish bones, and it's got a nice shortcut that you can take if you take a mushroom, and then slanted up at the end, which makes for a pretty chaotic ending. And then music is 7 out of 10. Spooky music. It's nothing spectacular, but we don't have too many spooky tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so it gives us some much welcome variety. And then fun, 8 out of 10. This is kind of like past tracks in Waves 1, 2, Toad Circuit, for example, where it's a mosh pit online because it's such a brief track. You can race on it in about a minute and a half. So it is very fun online when it becomes so chaotic. That's why overall I'm giving Boo Lake an 8 out of 10. Moving on to Rock Mountain from Mario Kart 7. This 3DS track, in my opinion, sadly is not aged too well. I'm giving its layout only a 6 out of 10. I really like the section at the beginning in the cave, and then when you go off and glide initially, but that second gliding section is kind of lame. I do like the shortcuts in the track, they add some good variety, and the spot at the end with the mountain and the rocks at the end is really fun. Music 8 out of 10. It's another kind of rock sounding tune. It's pretty good. Nothing amazing, but it's pretty good. Fun 7 out of 10. The races on this track are so chaotic, especially at the end of each lap. If you have a mushroom, if you have a star, you can get to the front of the pack, so it's pretty fun online, even if it's not as fun as some other tracks in the game. So overall, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And finally, ending the Rock Cup is Maple Treeway Mario Kart Wii. Layout 10 out of 10. I love all the shortcuts in this. I love how you can take a shortcut at the way beginning. I love the items in the trees at the end. I love dodging the giant wigglers. It is such a fun track. Music 10 out of 10. I don't know, the soundtrack just fits the Adam vibe so well. And as I mentioned, Maple Treeway is so fun, so I'm giving them 10 out of 10. And welcome back to Half Pipes. I'm glad to finally see them in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So overall, I'm giving Maple Treeway a 10 out of 10. It is one of the best tracks in the whole franchise and lives up to its reputation in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Moving on to the second cup in Wave 3, the Moon Cup, we start off with Berlin Byways. Its layout is a 6 out of 10. It's nothing amazing. It's got some thwomps and finally whomps in Mario Kart, but the actual city is kind of boring. The music, though, is a 10 out of 10. It's a banger. I could listen to it all day. It is so unique. It is so upbeat. Fun 6 out of 10. Sadly, nothing really too special. Yeah, the park, maybe you can get a shortcut, but this is a really basic track overall. So overall, I'm giving it 7 out of 10, excuse me. Peach Gardens from Mario Kart DS is next. Layout 9 out of 10. I really like the hedges. That hedge maze is so fun. You dodge some chain chomps. I like the Monty moles as well. And the third lap going backwards is such a unique touch. I like how then you see Luigi waving at you. That's so cute. Music is a 9 out of 10. It's so calming, so relaxing. It's very unique. I can't think of another track that is so soothing in the way that Peach Gardens is. Fun 9 out of 10. I enjoy all the obstacles. I enjoy going backwards. It's a good time online. The end can be quite chaotic as well, which I love. So overall, I'm giving Peach Gardens a solid 9 out of 10. A very good track. Next is Merry Mountain. Hey, I'm late. It's no longer Christmas. It's March, but so be it. This track fits the Christmas vibe so well. When I first saw it, I was blown away, and as you'll see, I still do love it very much, even if it does have a few small issues. So I'm giving Merry Mountain's layout an 8 out of 10. I love the theming, the Christmas theming. That is so amazing. I love how you can drive up at the beginning. It's got that split path. I love how you can take a shortcut through the presents. Sadly, that ending is a little bit boring. It's a little plain, just a snow-covered mountain with a little bit of anti-gravity and some dash panels. I wish that ending was a little bit better. Music, 10 out of 10. It fits a Christmas vibe so well, it makes me want to just jump into my pajamas, watch some Christmas cartoons, open presents, listen to Christmas carols. So fitting. Fun 9 out of 10. It is very, very exciting to race on this track, both in single player and online. But again, that ending is a little bit boring, which takes a bit of fun away from this track. But overall, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. A very good track. And finally, for EDS Rainbow Road. When this track first came to Mario Kart 7, I was blown away. They had made a section-based Rainbow Road, and it lived up to my expectations. It was a journey, and it continues to be in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's a triumph. It's a masterpiece. It might be the best track in the whole franchise. I'm giving for EDS Rainbow Road a 10 out of 10 in layout. I love how much variety there is in this track. Initially, it's got, just racing on the road, it's a little bit wobbly. And then you get onto Saturn, the beautiful rings, so many dash panels. You fall onto the moon. You've got those change on balls that you need to avoid. That moon section's my favorite, but after that, you still go into this tube with dash panels and you fly out into some meteorites and ends with a final stretch to the finish line. Such a fantastic layout. Music, 10 out of 10. It is a perfect celestial soundtrack. It sounds like something taken out of the Super Mario Galaxy games. It makes you feel like you're in space, like you're in the wondrous unknown. It is surreal. Fun, 10 out of 10. I enjoy this track so much. Even if I'm in last place, I get so much enjoyment out of it. There is so much variety. It is just amazing to take in the sights and sounds. And that's why overall I'm giving 3DS Rainbow Road a 10 out of 10. It might be my favorite track in the whole game. That's how good it is. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and I hope I'll have the next one out a little bit sooner, okay? So maybe you won't have to wait for so many months. Once again, thank you. See you. Bye.